to get this thing adjusted. Good evening, everybody. I'm back. I'm not live, but I am back. Good evening, everybody. Man, I am home off of work. I am giving you bedroom video tonight, and this is not that kind of bedroom video. If y'all looking for something raunchy, please exit the YouTube. But thank you, everybody, for tuning in. It's me, Antoinette Charrier. As you guys know, I do my lives, Listen and Learn with Antoinette, right here on YouTube. And I thank everybody for tuning in. No, this is not a live today. I've worked some hectic hours, all right? So therefore, I was a lot busy today. But thank you, everybody who supports me. I thank you for everybody tuning in. I thank you for everybody who shares my videos. I really appreciate all the support you guys give me. Even though I haven't been on here as much as I used to. I thank you guys for everything that you have really done to try to support me. I really appreciate that. I was listening to some house real quick, man. I'm telling you, house music brings you into a whole another realm, mental realm. And I really needed to release and kind of like unwind a little bit. So that's why I put the music on. And I love house. I mean, I love old school R&B. Not everybody is into what I'm into, and that's just fine. I'm not here to judge. Don't judge me. But thank you very much. I really appreciate you guys. Dude, I have an interesting story to share with you all during this live. And, well, not live. Sorry. You guys gotta understand, I'm trying to do my videos and stuff, and then, I'm so used to doing live. But anyway, during this video, I have a story to tell you guys, and it's a very interesting story. And I'm gonna give you my take on this story. I also wanna send out shouts to some entrepreneurs that, I'm really proud of. I really am. I'm so overwhelmed with so many people that I see doing so well. And I just want to acknowledge them also. So we're going to turn this down. Hold on, let me turn that back up a little bit. Wait a minute. Boy, I will be up here all night. Let me stop this right now. Hey, everybody. Thank you very much for tuning in. I'm going to go ahead and put this on pause because I know I will be here and I will be playing this music and jamming, and y'all won't hear a word I say. But thank you again, everybody, for tuning in. This is one of my videos, my Listen and Learn with Antoinette videos here on YouTube. I am also going to share this on Facebook on my fan page, which is Antoinette Charrier. So I really appreciate you guys tuning in. Hey, I want to give some acknowledgments here. There are some people that are really, really doing great in life. I'm really proud of where they've come from. And you know what? I just want to take the time to say some things, about these people. Number one, Market Mixer. My cousin Morissetta Barksdale McWilliams. I am so seriously proud of you. She does so much for so many people who are vendors, who are trying to sell their products, who are looking for places where they can put up shop, sell their products, and thrive. And she has helped so many people. So if you guys know her, please contact her. If you have a business, if you're looking to sell your product, please contact Morissetta Barksdale McWilliams. Also, you can go on Facebook, which is under Market Mixer Group. It's a group. It's called Market Mixer. So look that up. If you guys are, entrepreneurs and you're trying to sell your product, most definitely hit her up. Telling you, she will guide you in the right direction. Most definitely. Ricky Reed, I am so happy for my adopted nephew. I am so happy for Ricky Reed. Ricky Reed has mobile bartending. And I'm telling you right now, it's called Ricky Reed's Mobile Bartending. I need you guys to look him up because Ricky Reed has been blowing up like crazy. He is a mobile bartender. He's got everything you ever wanted, every drink you ever can imagine. That man got your back. And I'm telling y'all, if you book him and you have him at your party, guarantee you everybody's going to ask you when's the next party. Look up Ricky Reed's Mobile Bartending, you guys. I'm so proud of him. I'm so excited for him. Kevin Davenport. I am extremely excited for Kevin Davenport. Oh my God. This young man has done so much for the community. And he helps out so many young individuals. The Ideal Candidate. Look it up. This young man helps out a lot of people who are having hard times in school, helping them when it comes to getting into college. He has really been showing up and showing out for the community. Look up The Ideal Candidate. He's been recognized in a lot of areas. And I'm telling you guys right now, this young man, he is going higher and higher and higher, and he is all about Chicago. He is all about the youth. He is all about the community. He is all about our kids succeeding. Look him up, Kevin Davenport. I'm very proud of you. Michael Cox. Michael, as always, you are phenomenal. Michael Cox, Born Vain. Born Vain is an artwork. He's an artist, a big time artist, and he can put any image onto a shirt, but it's a special kind of paint that he uses. He never tells you what kind of paint this is, but the way he does these shirts, when I tell you it's like a mirror image of yourself, Michael Cox is the man to contact. You want Born Vain on the shirt? Get Born Vain on the shirt. Your face is going to be put on there in a way where you can't help but say, you know what? I don't know if I even want to wear this or not. I don't know if I want to put it up on a billboard somewhere. I don't know if I want to put it in a picture frame and put it on my wall, because I don't know if I even want to wear this. This thing is so sharp. I'm telling y'all. Look up Michael Cox, baby, and let me let you know right here, right now. Born Vain, honey, baby, boo-boo kitty. Get you a shirt from Michael Cox. I'm telling you, you will never be disappointed. I will continuously get my artwork from Michael Cox. I wanted to acknowledge you guys. Thank you very much. I'm really proud of you. I hope you guys continue to grow. I hope you guys continue to succeed. And if I can help in any way, I'm most definitely there, and I got your back. Now, let's get to some shit. As you guys know, I put up a post on Facebook regarding a gentleman that basically sent his dick in my inbox. We just gonna put it like that. He sent his dick in my inbox. And I call him gentleman because I'm trying to curve some of the things I say. Fuck it. This nigga literally got in my inbox at 2:30 in the morning. I'm knocked the fuck out. I have to work in the morning. See, in my inbox. I get up, I'm drinking my coffee. I look in my inbox and instantly, all I see is a struggling penis in my inbox, and that is very insulting. Here, dude, fellas, I don't know what you drinking, eating, smoking, put the shit down. That is the most unattractive thing you could ever do to a woman like myself, is put your dick in the inbox. I don't know where these females are, but obviously it's some females way out yonder some damn where that made you think that that shit was okay. No, that shit's not okay. And then the killer part was dude looked like he was hurting himself while he was trying to take the fucking picture. I mean, he's straining and straining, pulling back the skin and shit. The motherfucker sat there and squeezed all the dust out of his shit just to take that damn picture. You need to be ashamed of yourself, Mr. Riley. I don't appreciate that. But then I kind of looked at the page, and this person never hit me back, but did hit me back the next day and tried to Facebook call me. And I denied. I said, what the fuck do you want? Don't call me. And I noticed that I said, take your old ass somewhere. And then he responded, said 21. Now, in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, this might be a fake page. Because for this person to constantly keep contacting, he even contacted my cousin and tried to FaceTime her. She actually let it go through so she could see if this person was who this person was that I posted up. She said it was an African guy. So, Mr. Riley, your page may have been hacked, but there is a man putting his penis in people's inboxes and pretending to be you, if this in fact was not you. Disgusting. Y'all need to be careful also. There's a lot of strange people because the social media world has opened up a floodgate of access for a lot of these pedophiles, a lot of these rapists, a lot of these people that don't mean you any good. So y'all got to be real careful with this shit. It's really a shame that we have social media so open the way it is, but it is what it is. Only thing you can do right now is teach your children the ins and outs, the goods and the bads of social media. Because social media can be good when it comes to socializing, but it's a gateway for a lot of demons to come through and to attack you as an adult and attack your children. Please be careful. So I'm actually going into this situation here regarding this gentleman. It's actually the Astro World concert, if that's not what this was. The Astro World concert. And you know something? The investigation that's going on with the Astro World concert, I actually understand it. No, technically it was not the artist's fault. It was not. It was not the artist's fault that the stampede happened. I'm going to tell you why. A lot of the people that are involved, the managers, the security, things like that, that is their responsibility to be able to create a successful concert with safety in mind. We're still going through COVID. COVID hasn't disappeared. It ain't did shit but make motherfuckers get vaccines and praying to God that we don't turn into fucking zombies and you know, grow tails and horns and shit like that. It's their responsibility to make sure the concert turns out correct and it turns out safe. Another thing is there were people actually able to get in that held a drug attached to a needle, and they were literally sticking people with this needle with whatever drug was in there. And these people had no idea that this was going on. And they're literally injecting people with a mysterious drug in the crowd. So, in my opinion, I have a feeling that's what started the stampede. Somebody saw that. Other people saw that. They're getting stuck with this. They're getting angry. Everyone's pushing. Next thing you know, it goes into an uproar. And now everyone's being sued. I ain't going to lie to you. Texas should have did something a little bit better when it came to allowing people to coordinate that concert. That concert should have had stipulations because of COVID and because of how many people bought tickets and were going to come to that concert. That was a setup for failure. But with all the lawsuits going on right now, I'm pretty sure if they do another concert, they'll be a little bit better prepared. You know, it's easy to blame other people. It's easy to blame somebody. It's easy to just sit up and say, you know what, this is your fault, this is your fault, this is your fault. But if you also paid attention to the storyline in the news, there was a 9-year-old boy at this concert. A 9-year-old boy at this fucking concert. What the fuck was a 9-year-old boy doing there by himself? Number one, you're 9 years old. There has to be an adult with you. If there's not an adult with you, you don't need to go to the concert. Now he's in a medically induced coma because he got trampled on and almost killed. And we're praying to God he comes out of the coma. 9 years old. Parents, we have to do better. You motherfuckers need to stop allowing your kids the freedom that you're allowing them without your supervision. If he had an adult there, a responsible adult, that once that situation would have happened, maybe that responsible adult could have gotten him out of there. But that wasn't the case. No, he wasn't in 9th grade. He was a 9-year-old young black boy. He had no business being there by himself. So they're getting ready to sue everybody, including Drake, just letting you know. They got $1 million lawsuits like it ain't nobody's business about this situation. And you know what? That it is what it is. I'm not going to say they wrong or they right. All I'm going to say is this. It should have been handled a little bit better than what it was. There should have been a lot more safety involved with this concert, but there wasn't. And 8 people got killed because of that. This right here is a lesson learned. My heart goes out to those people that lost loved ones, because that right there, that's gotta be a tremendous hurt, a tremendous heart drop to get a phone call that your child died in a stampede at a concert and you're thinking they're gonna be safe. It's unfortunate. It's horrible, but we gotta do better when we conduct business. This wasn't about just throwing a concert for this artist. This was about money. During COVID, we have to have a capacity. A lot of places that have concerts have a capacity. They didn't have no damn capacity. That was problem number 1. No, you can't catch everybody that brings an illegal drug in. You see what I'm saying? You can't do that. That's true. But just like they pat down all these people coming into a club, especially our grown asses, they should be having security patting down these kids too. A lot of things could have been prevented with that concert if things were taken care of the way they were supposed to be. If there was some common sense involved when coming to prepare for this concert, getting it together, there should have been better preparations than this. Boy, I tell you. But next we have the famous young boy, Kyle Rittenhouse. Kyle Rittenhouse, as you guys know, he killed 2 men, wounded a third. He was out there, doing the riots and everything else. And his mama, his mammy, dropped his ass off down there with a loaded weapon and allowed him to go ham and shoot people. Why isn't she locked up? Why isn't she locked up? That's a grown woman who took her minor child to another state and actually dropped him off to do harm to other people. Why isn't she in jail? We need to start petitioning a lot of things in America, and we need to petition a lot of things when it comes to politics. We need to start making a voice, because if we don't make a voice, this fuckery like this is going to continue to happen. People will sit there and say, well, them girls that, R. Kelly, those kids, their parents need to be held accountable as well. But if you've noticed, the ones that help these children destroy themselves are not accountable. They went after R. Kelly because R. Kelly's arrogance got him caught the fuck up and set up. R. Kelly's arrogance and bragging about how he misused and abused young girls in his music is what got him fucked up. It ain't nothing right about what he did, but guess what? He been doing that shit for decades. Ain't nobody say shit. Ain't nobody say shit till the Me Too Club came up. I'm not saying that this was right. No, it's not. Hey, the Pied Piper, karma came for the Pied Piper, and that's just the fucking way it is. But when you are parents responsible for your children, and your children disappear for weeks at a time, and you don't go looking for them, but you want to jump on the damn documentary talking about how you look for your child, you didn't know where they're at. Bullshit. You need to be held accountable. Kyle Rittenhouse's mother and father need to be held accountable for this boy going through what he's going through right now. They allowed him to become a monster. And that's exactly what he turned into be. He turned to be a monster. This is unsettling how we got shit in society going on, but nobody really gives a fuck. You know why they don't give a fuck? Because it's media. It makes for news. It makes for drama. It's something to talk about. They keep you steered away from the reality of what's going on in this world. They keep you steered away from the reality of this COVID shit and this vaccine and all this other bullshit they're trying to put in your system. They keep you steered away from it, so it's drama that keeps you deterred from what is actually going on the other side of the world. The government leaves so much confusion for everybody, and guess what? We eat it all the fucking way up. We can't always point the finger. Sometimes we destroy ourselves by not paying attention. Sometimes we literally destroy ourselves by not paying attention. In the Bible, it says that people will perish for the lack of knowledge. That is the truth. America is spoiled, so therefore we become ignorant to reality. America is spoiled, so therefore we fight. We fight, rules and regulations. We fight instead of understanding why we need to protect ourselves. We fight instead of understanding that we need to be more cleaner than what we really were in America or are. With all of this craziness going on, you don't understand something. If Americans were as clean and more, and disaffected shit like we got going on right now, I guarantee you a lot of this shit, a lot of this COVID, flu, all that shit would be obsolete. But that's not reality. These plagues are supposed to walk the earth. They're supposed to roam. These plagues are here for that. And all we can do is keep ourselves prayed up. Prayed up and hope that God delivers us and keeps us safe out of harm's way. Because right now, as you can see, the world is going to hell in a handbasket. I'm not saying there ain't no hope. But right now, it's going to hell in a handbasket. And we got so much drama on one side, drama on the other side. We don't know what to pay attention to anymore. And it's upsetting. So, I'm going to get into a story with you all. And I really want you to pay attention to this. There's a young lady that I work with. And I'm not going to say her name, and she already knows I am going to tell a little bit about this story. This young lady, former military. She is married to a man who is also former military. They actually met in the military over 20 years ago. When they met, they didn't get married because they were both married before. So when they got together, they kind of made a covenant bond saying that, you know what, you've been there, I've been there, we ain't trying to go there again. Fuck it. But as some years went on, from what I understand, she states that he woke up one day and said, you know what, let's get married. She was down, he was down. So they got married, had a few kids. They also had kids from an outside relationship because they both had been married before. So they had other children, but they bonded and put their families together. The young lady I work with, she's unique. She has a very good spirit about her. And I'm very good at picking spirits, whether they're good or bad. I'm very good at seeing through people. Sometimes I can't always figure my own shit out, but it seems like I'm always good at figuring shit out for others or looking through others. She's got a great spirit, very good heart. Not even from this state. She was brought to this state by her husband. The young lady is bisexual. Okay? Nothing wrong with that. That's her life. Whatever makes her happy is what makes her happy. I don't have a heaven or hell to get her in, so therefore I'm not here to judge. But the young lady is bisexual. So when they got here to Chicago, she met a young lady from the west side of Chicago and kind of got attracted to this lady. She brought it to her husband that, hey, you know what? I'm attracted to this lady. What do you think? Because he knew she was bisexual. He knew. He had no problem with that. What man would? You get the opportunity to have more pussy in your bedroom without your wife complaining? Shit. A lot of y'all wouldn't complain about that shit. So he was like, he wanted to meet her. So they met. Everybody kicked it off. So they decided to bring this other woman from the west side. They decided to bring west side into their relationship. So they bring west side into their relationship. And things are going pretty good. It's kind of confusing the children a little bit because of how things are going. And eventually the mother and father sit their kids down, explain to them their lifestyle, and they go from there. I'm not going to tell you it was all peaches and cream. I'm not going to tell you it was all peaches and cream because it did something to those children mentally. Where those children showed out in ways they didn't expect them to do. Understandable. Sometimes we can confuse our children without even knowing we're doing so. And sometimes we can confuse our children knowing that what we are doing is wrong, but we're so caught up into how we feel. Sometimes we really don't pay much attention to what it's doing to the mentality of our children. It's not judging, it's reality. We've all been there. I've been there. Where I'm in a situation and I'm not thinking, but I'm protecting my children, but at the same time they're watching mommy go through some negative, some drama, some abuse. That affects these kids. It affects them. They pay attention to everything you do. So as time goes on, they started to notice West Side was getting a little bit different. West Side didn't want to share anymore. West Side wanted my coworker's husband for herself. That's what West Side wanted. It got so bad to the point where West Side was actually starting fights with my coworker over her own husband. They got into a physical altercation. People's lips and eyes was busted black and blue. It got to the point where my coworker said, enough is enough. You know what? I can't do this anymore. And wanted, to leave that relationship, wanted to get rid of that woman. They had moved a woman in with her kids, West Side, and they had to get rid of her. So they got rid of her. She told her husband, I want nothing to do with her. Let's just leave her where she at. Boom, skippy, wow, wow, woo, woo. Sounds final, don't it? Everything was all good and dandy except for one thing. My coworker let the woman go, but her husband decided not to. My coworker told me she had noticed that, after the breakup and things like that, and the old girl was gone for a while, she noticed that her husband's attitude became very different with her. He had like a certain distance about himself. She started to notice that there were things he was telling her that was not true. And so one day she decided to put a tracker on her car because they only have one car. And she was like, you know what? I love him. I care about him. I want to build with him. This, that, and the third. This is my husband. We have a great family. We're both go-getters. You know what I mean? I brought this woman into the mix. I know it was a mistake after she japped out. Come to find out she had mental issues. But now I'm concerned because I think my husband, not her ex, my husband wants to keep fucking with this girl and I don't understand why. So before she got into the accusation process, she put a tracer on her car. She even took a look at the phone records. Come to find out, this man was still seeing West Side. It got so bad to the point where West Side was being visited by my coworker's husband at between midnight and 1 in the morning. Sometimes earlier than that. My coworker would be with the kids. This nigga would get his ass up, get in their car, and go see West Side. At first, he would deny until she started looking at them accounts. Come to find out, he was renting hotel rooms so him and West Side could keep fucking around. It became devastating to my coworker, but my coworker has a humbleness about herself, and I really admire her for this, because to be honest with you, if I was in her shoes, I would be on Snapped or First 48. And I'm not saying that she's stupid. I'm not. She's a very humble individual. She's explained to me how she made a lot of changes in her life. That's great. But because this man was allowed to do what he's been doing, he still continues. He continues to the point where West Side had a feeling one day that he was actually going to leave her alone because of her violent mentality. So West Side threatened his life. West Side threatened my coworker's life. This love triangle became dangerous. It became dangerous not just for my coworker and her husband, but for the children as well, whom are teenagers. Right now, to this day, the husband will not stop fucking with West Side to this day. Yet my coworker busts her ass. She's trying to, continue to build. She's praying for her husband to turn around. But at the same time, it's hurting her heart every single day because she wants to build with this man that doesn't really seem to want to build with her. Why am I telling this story? Ladies and gentlemen, sometimes we can invite certain demons into our lives, all because we're paying attention to just how we feel. Paying attention to the physical, bringing undesirable situations into our marriages or into our relationships. Life is life. I'm not here to judge anybody. Let me tell you something. When you have a covenant, when you have an actual covenant, be careful with that covenant. Because sometimes we can welcome our own demons. We can welcome demons into our covenants. All because we're more concerned about the physical feeling than we are the spiritual one. More than we are the mental stability of our children and of ourselves. This young lady invited the devil into her marriage. And as a result, now she is battling to get the devil out. Cause and effect. It's not about her lifestyle, but it's the fact that her marriage was put in jeopardy, or is put in jeopardy, because she welcomed that demon into her household, into her marriage. Now her husband is all kinds of dirty and doggish and steady going sleeping with Westside. Yet this young lady stays. I can only pray for her salvation. I'm going to always be an ear for her. But I'm going to tell you right now, when you got a spouse that chooses to do the wrong thing, knows he's doing the wrong thing, but that's his choice to continue, you got one or two things to do. You stay and deal with it until it mentally and spiritually kills you both, or you separate yourself, take yourself out of the equation, because nobody deserves to be hurt in that fashion. But one thing I do admire about this young lady is that she took accountability, that she welcomed this. She brought this into her marriage. She took accountability for that. And she said now she's paying for it. We all don't have to pay for things that we don't want to pay, we don't want to deal with. But there is a such thing called choices. Cause and effect. Sometimes certain things happen to us because we welcome it. Sometimes the wrong happens to us because we welcome it in. We become just as retarded as we are when it comes to this bullshit with these viruses not being clean enough, all this shit going on, these kids being murdered, parents not teaching their children right from wrong, kids is out of control, people getting shot up, innocent blood is being shed for no reason because we make the wrong choices. We choose not to teach our children, we choose not to educate others, we choose not to stand up for our communities, we choose to have the none of my business mentality until something happens to your family member. There are people in full-blooded relationships out here, and I'm sure you all, a lot of you are on my IG. I'm sure you've been noticing the posts I've been putting up. My coworker is on both. She's on my IG and she's on my Facebook, and I just want to give her some encouragement. I'm not going to sit back and male bash. I'm talking about the kind of men you deserve. I'm talking about the kind of women you deserve. Sometimes we need to learn what growing up really is. There's a lot of people who have been in relationships, have been hurt over and over again. And sometimes hurt people hurt people. And therefore, there's a lot of that going on right now. We've got people trying to come up off of one another. We got dudes looking to live off of chicks. We got chicks looking to live off of dudes and not being that helpmate that they were born to be on this earth. We got dudes that have turned into chicks. It has become a life of confusion. But you don't have to be confused as long as you pay attention. As long as you know what's going on, as long as you know what you want in your life, you have the option to say yes or no to bullshit. A lot of people don't think they finna die because games are still played every damn day in relationships. And you wonder why good people are hard to find. Why? Because those good people have been stepped on over and over and over again to the point where they just got tired. So we stay in the corner some damn where. Because we don't want to keep going through the ringer and being raked through the coals over and over again. It gets exhausting. There are men that have good women out here, yet they take advantage of that good woman negatively. They disregard her. They abuse her mentally and spiritually and physically. Because they always think that she's going to be there because she's tolerated so much. Let me tell you something. When a woman stops complaining about you, turns the other cheek, won't even bring a question to the bullshit she know you doing, that's when you need to worry. Yes, there are people like myself that would love hard over and over and over again. But once that tired switch gets hit, that's when God said, yep, you've had enough. And he's going to separate that situation. And somebody ain't going to be happy. There's women out here that feel all they got to do is lay on their damn back. Lay on their back, collect the man's check. It don't work like that, boo-boo kitty. The only kind of mentalities the only kind of mentalities you attract with this are the people that won't help you grow. They'll help you sink. They're going to help you swim. And karma has no expiration date. What you do in the dark will come to a light. But we all have choices out here. Humans have a problem with making the right choices. We all do. We're all still learning. Goes for me. We live in fear that somebody's going to dick us around because of all the other motherfuckers that dicked around. But we didn't think not one time to, hey, if I would have made better choices, maybe those people that dick me around wouldn't have been able to dick me around. Sometimes it starts with self. If you don't hold yourself accountable, a lot of times you are going to involve yourself in situations willingly, either because you're afraid to be alone, or you want to be a part of the crowd, to say you have somebody, to say you're married, to say this, to say that. That's not the way to live life. Choices. We all have them. We got to start making better choices, because as you can see, a lot of America's choices are leaving us confused, leaving our children damaged, leaving our children to lose their lives, all because of the choices we make. If you could only make the perfect choice, then life would be great, but none of us are perfect. We have to pay attention to life. We have to pay attention for not just our protection against the world, but for protection against ourselves. We have to be able to heal ourselves and do right by ourselves before we can do right by others. We have to stop welcoming the demons in and then complain that the demons are there. A lot of us are too grown for it, but yet we play stupid. Sometimes you can welcome your demise. Sometimes you can welcome your defeat. Sometimes you're the reason why you're stuck in the same place. Get yourself out of that mentality. God has better for you. God will do better for you. God wants you to be better, but he also knows your heart. And if you conniving, you a liar, you a cheat, you a deceiver, Trust and know, baby, you may think you're going high one moment, but you're going to end up right back or even lower than where you came from before. Been there, done that. Karma doesn't discriminate, and it has no expiration date. This young lady, this coworker's story touched me so much, I had to really think about my own life. Think about the choices that I've made in my life. Hold myself accountable for a lot of choices I've made. And to say to myself, you know what? I know what I deserve. I know what I will and will not tolerate. That shit she going through right now, baby, I would have been on the ID channel. The devil is a fucking lie. A lot of y'all know me. A lot of y'all know me. I'm telling you, that shit, God bless her. I'm a hug, give a hug, a kiss on the forehead. God bless you, baby. You better than me. Because baby, snap wouldn't have been a fucking word. You thought somebody's body disappeared. I ain't got time for nobody to play with my fucking feelings like that. Y'all can't do this to people. Everybody ain't going. Life is about choices. We got to try to make the right ones, man, or we going to always be stuck. We got to make the right choices, or we going to pass that on generation to generation to generation. And you know what's fucked up? It don't hurt us to see ourselves go through that shit. But then when we see our kids or our grandkids go through that shit, that's when it hits us the most. Ain't that a bitch? Where if we make the right choices and change some things about ourselves, no matter how hard it was, we could have stopped the cycle a long time ago. But shoulda, coulda, woulda, ain't got nothing to do with the people that already let that pass. There's people out there that still has a chance. Don't let our mistakes roll onto you where you make mistakes worse than what we did. The point to raising children is to make sure that they become better citizens and better people than you. To be productive in this world. To have a chance to make a difference in this world. Not just give birth to him. Not just give birth. Because a dog can give birth, doesn't make it a mother. Think about that, everybody. Choices. Learn to make good ones, because at the end of the day, you're the one that's going to have to deal with your choices. You're going to be the one that has to deal with the repercussions of your choices. This world ain't here forever. We ain't here forever. Eternity is when we leave this earth and we take our last breath. Are you more concerned about this existence or the hereafter? We have to learn to make the right choices for ourselves. We can be responsible for our own demise, but yet we're too busy pointing the finger at other people instead of taking responsibility for our own actions. A lot of times people can say, oh, I've learned from my mistakes, but their actions show just the opposite. They just trying to find the right dummy to tolerate their shit. Don't continue to be a dummy. Buckle your safety belt. I hope this video helps somebody out. One thing about me, when I do these videos, I never speak about something I haven't experienced or that I haven't helped somebody get through. I speak about life. I speak about hope. And yes, I cuss people the fuck out every now and then. But I want y'all to share this video. I want y'all to post this video. Please have your children watch this video. Please have your friends who are going through bad situations in their life and their marriages watch this video. Maybe it can be a turning point for them in a positive aspect. But remember what I said to y'all. Choice. It starts with us. Decisions. Choice starts with us. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you very much. This is me, Antoinette Charrier. This is Listen and Learn with Antoinette. Yes, eventually I will go live again, but from here on out, I keep telling you guys, I'm going to be posting my videos on YouTube. So I really hope that you support me, continue to support me, share these videos. I really appreciate you all. I love you. God bless you. Happy hump day. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your week. Take care.